It was an amazing night at Headingley Carnegie as the champions produced one of the great Super League comebacks. Hull, with the worst attacking record in the competition, started with an astonishing scoring burst in the first 25 minutes, scoring 3 tries. Willie Marner got the first of them from Adam Dyke's kick. And in fact, all of those scores from the Black and Whites came from kicks. Keith Senior's failure to gather a knockback from Danny Tickle led to try number 2 from Graham Horn, who had a relatively easy run-in, and Tickle converted that for 12-0. He also added the extras to his own try when he climbed highest above Rob Burrow and Scott Donald. Leeds did plenty of huffing and puffing in the first half, and they eventually scored just before the break when Keith Senior muscled his way over, half-time, 18-4 to Hull. That became 20 points to 4 with a Tickle penalty, but then the Rhinos roared into top gear. Rob Burrow got the comeback show on the road, Sinfield's conversion to the try, the 500th point that Leeds have scored in Super League 13. Now for a try that Rhinos chief executive Gary Headington described as one of the best of all time, and that was fair comment. The huge 17,000 crowd sent into a frenzy by Scott Donald, who, despite being pursued by a growing posse of men in black and white shirts, went all the way on a mazy run to the try line. Leeds had the bit between their teeth by now, and when Gareth Ellis supplied a powerhouse finish for their third try in 12 minutes, it was all square at 20-20. A Tickle penalty provided some respite for Hull and gave them a 2-point lead again, but the tide had turned by now and Leeds were not to be denied. The same 3 players, Donald, Ellis and Burrow, all scored again in a 10-minute spell, Donald first in the corner in the rain. And then Ellis from Sinfield's burst, and that was the decisive score as it gave Leeds a 10-point lead, and there was no way back from there for the visitors. In desperation, Hull tried a short kick-off that went horribly wrong. Rob Burrow will score few easier tries than this, and that ensured that Leeds maintained their 6-point lead over St Helens at the top of the table, and their positive points difference of plus 316 tells its own story of this season.